Did I ever tell you when you were talking about like all the abandoned stuff and how dirty it was? Did I ever tell you when I had guns pulled on me in Long Beach?
No.
I was working. I wanted to tell when you were telling it. I was like, oh man, I don't think I've ever told Chris the story. Maybe like, I don't know, 6 years ago or so. I was working in Long Beach. I won't say what I do, but like stuff for like utility type company stuff. And I was in the alley. And I remember when I got to that area to do the work, we had like these little mechanical like computers, but very like good technology. And it would like give you notes on what to do. And it literally, I just remember it saying in the morning, don't bring your wallet with you on this route. Like it's pretty gnarly. Like you're kind of entering like the real hood, like the actual hood. And I was like,
yeah.
I brought my wallet just because I don't know. I just didn't really think about it. I brought it and I'm down this one alley and I'm hanging out and I just get 6 guys come up to me. Yo, what the you doing in the hood? What you doing in my neighborhood? This and that. Dead serious.
That's sketchy.
And I'm looking out of them. 6 people, 6 guns on my head.
They pulled on you.
6 guns on my head at the same time. And this was reported. This is in the company. This wasn't a lie. 6 guns pulled on my head. The youngest person was probably 12, 13. And they're saying, do it to him. And I'm quickly realizing this is a gang initiation. Like that's what this is. You need to kill someone to get in. Do it. The kid's shaking, like sweating. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to die. And Ricky knows the story.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it was weird because it is almost one of those things where you kind of get to realize like how you would react in a moment.
Yeah.
Obviously, I wasn't going to fight. It was 6 guys. I don't have a gun on me. I have like a stick, that would use to fight dogs, like a mailman type thing. And the words that came out of my mouth naturally was like, let me call my wife. And I just was like going to reach my phone to call my wife. And this is why I've always given major props to police officers is I just hear around the corner, someone turning the corner and it's a cop car.
Oh my God.
And the second the cop car turns the corner, you see the lights go on and they just bolt. All of them. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, you saved my life without knowing. I mean, yes, you didn't maybe quote unquote didn't do anything, but just your presence of being here saved my life. And he's like, where'd they go? And I'm like, they just kind of dispersed. And then he went off. Obviously, I had to go to work and they did a huge report on it and everything.
Didn't he tell you not to point? Just like show him with
that's when I saw a dead body.
Oh, that's when you saw a dead body.
I was in Long Beach another time. And I hear scuffling. This is real stories, dude.
This is nuts.
I work in, again, there's beautiful parts of Long Beach as well, but I work in the very bad parts of Long Beach. And they've told me at my work, they put me there because when I wear my short sleeves, I have the most tattoos. So I kind of blend in. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. I'll do that. I hear scuffling and I see these guys dragging a guy in the car with no shirt. And it's a big dude, probably like 350. And they're like struggling to get in the car. And with what I do, I have like a telescope type thing, like a handheld one. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking at like wires, acting like I'm doing my work, but I start looking down so I could see close. This dude was deader than dead. This guy was dead, dragging a dead body in. So what Ricky said, I had to, call my boss. He's like, you need to call the cops now. I called the cops when he came over and he's like, where'd they go? Because I was in the alley. They were dragging him like 3 houses down. And he's like, and he's looking at me like right out of the hand. He's just staring at me. He's like, don't point, don't look, don't do anything. Just say which way they are. And I'm like 2 houses down to the left, north corner. And he's just like, okay, go. And then I wasn't allowed to go back to that area for a long time. Because they're like, dude, if they saw you, know that you could be a potential rat, they're going to kill you next time. Yeah. Because at my job, I literally work on the streets of Long Beach. It's what I do. On the streets. I'm not in an office. So it's like some crazy stuff, man.
That is crazy.
Yeah, my dad told me some stories. I mean, I'd rather save that if my dad ever wants to be on.
I know.
Like,
I want my dad on.
I want your dad on.
Everybody tell my, where's the camera, Ben? Right there. Oh, wait,
we want you.
Right there. Dad, come on the podcast.
Please.
He has the gnarliest stories, dude.
He does have some crazy
I'm talking
stories.
Like, you'll listen to him talk and be like, there's no way you're telling the truth. And my mom will be like, here's the newspaper article. And I'm like, my goodness.
Yeah.
It's wild.
And I can tell you, like, similarly, those stories have happened to my father as well. Because he
grew up in a different time.
Dude, he grew up in the heart of it, like during like the King riots and all that stuff. Like the
King riots.
Dude, he was cop? No, he's he works for the municipality downtown.
So, your dad?
He used to work for the city down there. So like he would be out on the ground and he would have to go into like Crenshaw and South LA and in those intense areas. I was just at with JD from the liquidation, the one we did abandoned house with, and I told Rip, I was like, dude, I didn't realize I was in the heart of it. Yeah. Like I was just in this house, like checking it out. And then all of a sudden, like I just see a car, like a cop car zoom down the street and right around a block away, it is just like a gang. And I was like,
Are you guys at your job? Maybe I don't know if you can answer this or not. Would you be allowed to carry a gun?
I could carry the type of it's called a less lethal gun, but I could probably carry a less lethal, which I do own a few of them. I think they're very good, especially if you're not trying to. Not every situation the end result needs to be kill someone. There can be, right? But there is situations where I'm like, Curtis has seen. I've been trying to bait Curtis to let me shoot him with it. But I talked to a correctional officer about, or saw his report on it. And he was like, we use these specific less lethal. They can't call them non-lethal because they could kill you. He's like, but dude, 2 shots was the most anybody could take in this place.
So do you carry that on you now? When you're in Long Beach, yeah.
I carry it. I mean, if you hate to be honest, you guys see the videos and I have that thing on me. That's what's in there.
He always just is like, bro, he's literally looking at me. He's like, hey, do you want to get shot today? I'm like, no.
There's a pepper one that you can use that's like gnarly. It's not just like pepper spray. I've watched guys do videos and you get shot with it. And the good news is you don't have to be a good shot. I could hit you in the leg and it will burn your face and you'll have welts for days. And have a hard time seeing and breathing for a long time.
I think that's what they were using during like the COVID times when they were doing the riots at like downtown Huntington Beach, like right off their main street. They were doing those type of.
Did you get 1 shot to the face?
Oh, dude, I wasn't out there. Trust me. That
was during... Rodney King. Dude,
I was not out there either. I wasn't even a thought during that.
You weren't even born.
You weren't a thought, but you're a thought now.
I was a mistake.